The sewing tips that have been lost for 500 years. Once you learn these, you won't need to go to the tailor anymore. 1. Don't throw away socks with holes. Just sew around these 6 points. With a stitch here and there, your hole can be fixed, and it will turn into a beautiful star. Simple, practical, and pretty. 2. If the sleeves of your hoodie are too long, don't cut them. This sewing method is very practical. Sew as much as needed. It works for all types of cuffs. Finally, pull the thread tight, and the sleeves will be shorter. 3. Cut off the neck of old socks and use this invisible stitching method to sew it onto the sweater. The sleeves will become longer, allowing the garment to be worn for another 2 or 3 years. 4. If the waistband of your pants is too big, you can make them smaller with just a stitch here and a stitch there. By repeating this process and pulling gently at the end, the waistband will be smaller. 5. If your jeans have a seam that has come undone, cross the thread back and forth at the opening and pull it to the appropriate position. Gently pull the thread to sew it back together, and then stitch the original thread back in place. It will look like new. 6. If the collar is too big, sew it this way. Alternate between a stitch above and a stitch below until you reach your desired position. Finally, pull the thread, and you'll have a nice-looking collar that is simple and attractive. 7. Insert a piece of fabric into the hole of the garment and sew 3 lines, stitching down in order. In the end, you'll create 3 leaves, transforming the hole into a carrot. Have you learned these practical life hacks? If you don't know these practical life hacks yet, let's learn them together. 1. If you accidentally get blood stains on your blanket, don't worry. First, chop up a white radish and place it on the stained area. After letting it sit for 10 minutes, rub it repeatedly with your hands. Rinse it with clean water, and then wash it with soap as usual. The blood stain will disappear. 2. To quickly peel a grapefruit, cut off the top and bottom, then cut it in half. Make a side cut as well, and you'll be able to peel it quickly to get the delicious flesh. 3. If your toilet is clogged, don't panic. Just cover the toilet with plastic wrap, making sure there are no gaps. Then, press the flush button to create pressure inside, and press down repeatedly a few times. The toilet will be unclogged quickly. 4. Clams are very delicious, but they contain a lot of sand. First, prepare a basin of clean water, then add some salt and stir well before placing the clams in. Next, add a bit of sesame oil, stir again, and let it sit for an hour. The clams will expel the sand. 5. It's hard to clean white socks once they get dirty. Prepare half a basin of warm water, add dish soap, shampoo, and baking soda, and mix well. Soak the socks for 10 minutes, then scrub them repeatedly, and the socks will be clean. 6. Have you ever been bitten by mosquitoes in summer and felt pain and itchiness? Here's a way to relieve the itch. Cut off the tip of a syringe and trim it evenly with scissors. Then, use the syringe to suck up the itchy area, and the skin will stop itching. It's quite magical. 7. If a ring won't come off, don't worry. Thread a thin string through the ring, then wrap the string around your finger. Pull the string, and the ring will move along with it, allowing you to take it off. 8. Here's a trick to identify gutter oil. Soak garlic in oil for 20 minutes. If the garlic doesn't change color, it's good oil. If the surface of the garlic turns black or green, it's unhealthy gutter oil, and you should stop using it. Have you learned these clever tips? Follow me for daily updates on different life hacks. It is said that only 1% of people know these practical life hacks. 1. The correct way to dry clothes is to use 2 hangers inside the garment, so no matter how windy it gets, they won't fall off. Previously, hanging with just 1 hanger could easily be blown away by strong winds. 2. After inserting a toothpick through the top of a sausage, rotate it once to easily tear off the packaging. 3. To make a waterproof lampshade, drill a hole in the bottle cap, then thread the wire through it. Next, tighten the lamp holder, install the bulb, and after lifting the wire, seal the bottle mouth with hot glue. A practical waterproof lampshade is ready. 4. Add glue inside a beer bottle cap, attach a spring, then glue it to another cap. Finally, use double-sided tape to fix the cap on the wall behind the door, creating a crash pad. 5. Don't throw away the pull tab from the soy sauce bottle. Instead, turn it upside down and place it on the bottle opening. This way, when you pour soy sauce or vinegar, it won't splash everywhere. 6. If the faucet is leaking, don't panic. Pry open the top cover, then use a screwdriver to unscrew the cover and remove the faucet handle. Next, use a wrench to tighten the faucet cartridge and reinstall it. The faucet will stop leaking. 7. In tight spaces where it's difficult to screw on a nut, you can attach a magnet to the screwdriver and and pick up the nut with it, making it easy to screw on. 8. Fix a nail to a drill, then stick tape onto the nail. Rotate the drill to wrap the tape several times. If the space is too small for the tape to fit in, you can use this nail to wrap the tape. 9. Tighten a coin onto the drill, then rotate it on a water pipe several times to heat it up, allowing you to connect another pipe to it.